is a lunge sequence, which is really effective for opening up the hips, the calves, and the hamstrings, which is perfect to integrate into your run or afterwards or before. So we step the foot forward. We come into first a low lunge. You can take the knee onto the ground. And the first thing I like to do is make sure the tailbone is dropping. So you think about the hips coming forward, the tail going down, and that's going to lengthen across the front of the back leg. Good. So also think about this hip coming back in space and press that front heel down into the floor. Think about the legs coming towards each other. So you're lifting the inner right thigh here. This is my right leg. You're lifting the inner thigh of the front leg and pulling the hip forward of the back leg. So at the same time, you also want to be toning a little bit around the lower belly to keep the integrity around the hips. And then from there, without letting the ribs flare out, you can take the arms up, pinkies in. Take a big inhale here. Exhale. Maybe pull the right hip back even more. Good. Inhale. Then as you exhale, you take the hands to the ground and you can keep the toe on the floor or lift as you pull the hips back. And think about that right hip coming back. It's not important if the leg isn't straight. In fact, I like to experiment with straightening and bending the knee because you access different muscles across the calves and the hamstrings here. I want you to think about the hip coming back and the chest staying open. And breathe here. Now what you can even start to do is point and flex that toe, getting across all the muscles of the calves, making sure that they can glide across each other smoothly. Good. Then you can take the toes up, look up, lift the chest, think about the back of the hips going up. And you can maybe fold a little bit, but try not to round the back. Good. So then from here we come forward, lift the back knee. And again, you pull that back hip back in space. You can even use your thumb to do so. Staying on the fingertips, the back heel extends away. Open the chest up. And really press into the ball of the front foot. Good. Squaring those hips all the time. Again, keeping the chest super open. Think about even the shoulder blades coming towards each other. Good. So always breathing. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good. So from here, you can start to straighten the front leg by pressing into the ball of the front foot, the big toe. Straighten a little or a lot. So again, the aim is not to straighten the leg. The aim is to find some movement across the hamstring, the calf, and also the outer hip. So think about that right hip peeling back again. Good. So you work with what is good for you. Because I do yoga all the time, I have quite open hamstrings, so I can go quite deeper. But you just work with what you are feeling in the calf muscle, in the hamstring, and in the hip. Good. What I really like is to move gently through this. Even a small movement does a lot. Okay, so let's come back into a low lunge and then take the hands onto the hips. Make sure your stance is not too long so that you can hold this position. Again, you're going to drop the tailbone. Maybe bend the back knee first to do so and then extend the back heel away. Good. From here you can open the arms up. Again, lift the navel or maybe tuck the ribs ever so slightly. Good. Back heel is pressing away from you, so you can even stretch the Achilles of that back leg and the calf. From here we can add the upper body into it by interlacing the fingers behind you and pulling the hands down. Don't let that tailbone go up into the sky. Keep it dropping down. There you can isolate the movement to the thoracic spine. Good. Breathe here. Good. Okay, let's add in a twist finally to get the lower back. Open up the arms to the ceiling. And then you're going to twist around to the side of the front leg. Good. So keep the fingers reaching away. That hip is peeling back. The navel is lifting. Chest is lovely and broad. Good. Again, I'm pressing that back heel away. Nice. Stay as long as is comfortable for you. It's quite strong. Inhale the arms up, hands to the hips, and then you can step the front forward. The back foot back to the front. Cool. Okay. We just need to do the other side now. So step the other leg back. I'm going to take the knee to the floor. And so let's start by dropping that tailbone. Take the left hip back and press down into the left big toe. Good. So again, we're thinking about lifting the inner left thigh, taking those legs towards each other, pressing down with the front foot, both the toe and the heel. So the tailbone always dropping. From there, you can take the arms up. Nice. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Okay, so from here, now we're going to take the hands to the floor to frame the front foot and then pull the left hip back. Okay. So again, we're not looking for a straight leg. The main thing is to pull the hip back and to keep the chest nice and open. Again, you're thinking about the back of the hips going up towards the ceiling. That pelvic tilt helps you to find more in the top of the hamstring there. Good. And it doesn't have to be a big movement. Right, so then we can start to point and flex the toe, finding the base of the calf, nice where it attaches down to the Achilles. Really good here. Keep that chest open. Even maybe using the shoulder blades squeezing towards each other to keep that broadness across the collarbones. Good. Okay, so from here, let's lift the back knee. And again, we're pulling the left hip back in space, sending the back heel back as we keep the chest open. Lovely. So the more you press that back heel away, the more you're going to get across the back of the calf there. And again, peeling the left hip back does more for that left hamstring. Okay, so from here, we can start to straighten the front leg a little or a lot by pressing into the big toe, peeling the left hip away from the left toes. Good. And also keep the waist nice and long on the left side so the left ear moves away from the left hip. Good. So only go as far as actually is relevant for you. Again, using the bending and straightening of the leg to let the muscles of the hamstring glide across each other. Nice. Left hip peels back. Keep the chest open again. Good. Okay, so bend that left knee again. Take the hands to the hips. And so we can keep the knee bent to tuck the tail down and then send the heel away. From there, keep that left hip peeling back all the time as you take the arms up. The navel is lifting, the lower belly is lifting, keeping that integrity in the front of the pelvis. Good. Inhale to lift. Nice. So let's get the upper body into it. Interlace the fingers behind. Maybe shift the fingers along one so that you've got a different grip here. And then you're going to pull the hands back. So the shoulders are going back away from you as the chest opens. We sometimes forget about the upper body when we're running. Yeah, my legs and hips and stuff. But by opening up the muscles and the tissues of the upper body, you can improve your lung capacity so you can actually breathe deeper. Find it easier to run. Good, okay, so pull that down, send the heel away, open the chest up, inhale. Nice, okay, so from here, arms up. And then we're going to open over the left side, twisting to the side. Good, keep that back heel pressing away. Front hip is, so the hip of the front leg is pulling back, keeping the chest open, reaching the fingertips away from each other. Nice. So it's quite strong, this posture, but after all, it's building the strength that you need in the legs to be nice and strong and smooth in your run. Okay, step the back forward. That's you done. Whew. Nice lunge sequence to counterbalance your run. I'm off.